Greetings, everyone. Happy Friday. Today is the day that Venus rules, and Venus is currently in Pisces conjunct Saturn, which is really a beautiful energy, honestly, because Saturn in Pisces is really asking us to heal. It's asking us to heal. First of all, let me just say, hi, everyone. I'm the Moon Mama. So grateful to be here. Happy Friday. Today is Venus Day. On Venus Day, I ask for donations, reciprocity, because Venus is the energy of reciprocity. It's the partnership, right? So we are in partnership. If this work benefits you, you are partnering with me. And, I spend my time doing the research and learning and practicing and studying so that I can come here and share something that I see that I can share of value, something that I can share of value. Everyone's value is different, but this is what I have. And so I'm sharing it. So if it benefits you, I invite you to donate to to this cause, to this work for reciprocity's sake, right? Because when you give to something, it actually creates benefit for you, because that is how I have coded this work, that for those of us who are involved in it, and it's not about money, it's just about reciprocity. Right? So if you would like to donate, you can do that at dollar sign, for Cash App, it's dollar sign Monique Ruffin, at Cash App. So it's dollar sign Monique Ruffin. And then if it's Venmo, it's at sign Monique hyphen Ruffin. And for PayPal, it's Monique C. Ruffin at gmail.com. And if you like to do Zelle, you can send me a private message and I'll send you my telephone number. I don't want to give it to everybody, even though I do love everybody. Okay, so today the moon is in, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, the moon is in Capricorn, but we're in a Venus day, and Venus is in Pisces. Venus loves Pisces. Venus in Pisces is about compassion and love and creativity and feeling good and beauty, and like it's like, what can you imagine for yourself? That's what Venus in Pisces is. But Saturn there says, make it practical. We want to really access it. We don't want it to just be in the fantasy land. We want it to be something that actually comes into your full experience. So what is, like, what can you do today towards your dreams coming true, towards realizing your dreams? Now, we are in such a profound time. Like, there is a splitting happening. There is a splitting of those of us who are devoted who are here to help transform the world. And not that everybody's not here to help transform the world, because that's not what's going on. But some people are just ahead of the game. You're slotted to start now, is what I'll say. Because we are in the very ends of the dark ages, the very ends of the Kali Yuga, shifting into a new reality. And this is not a small thing for humans to do. So for those of us who are showing up and doing it in the subtle, intimate ways that we are doing it not just for ourselves, but for the whole, we're doing it for everybody. We're doing it for our ancestors. We're doing it for the planet. We're doing it because that is what we're up to right now. So Venus is saying, what are your dreams and how can you bring them into reality? The moon is in Capricorn. And so with Venus conjunct Saturn, which rules Capricorn, we have the energy to really get clear about the reality of where we are. So let me hold my intention so that I don't lose what I'm up to, because things are really getting washed away because of all the Pisces energy. So it's easy to like forget, like, it's like, oh, I had this breakthrough around how I relate to my body. And then 30 minutes later, something can happen. And I've forgotten that because it's just washed away, right? So what I do is I make sure that I have practices in place that I stick to no matter what, so that when things get washed away, what is important is I am staying in my ritual practice, because I could easily lose it. I could easily forget to do my meditation. I could easily forget that I'm fasting. Because so much is going on. There's so many things pulling the attention. And I am working to really build a grid of light that works for me, and not only for me, but for those who I coach in my family. And what that takes is consistency. It takes consistency, right? So today I'm actually on my way to meet my coach, which has been so supportive to me and shown me just how out of the loop I am on external order. Like, he's really been helping me get clear about my vision, wanting to have a live space where we come together and have rituals and practices. Like, that's what my goal is. That's my objective. And there's so much going on. I'm not sure if I feel connected to it. I'm not sure if it's something that I really am up to. But working with him is helping me see what has needed to be cleaned up in my life, so that I could actually to see if I'm actually up to it, right? So I have been cleaning up the ways in my life that I've been giving my power away. You guys have been seeing, I've been doing all these posts on women giving their power away. I've been cleaning up the ways that I have been misusing my energy, the ways that I have been ignorant to I've been cleaning all that up, so that I can see if I actually have what it takes to generate this reality where, I'm coming together in the form of like church, where we're all getting together and learning and doing all this stuff. Like, it's going to take energy and resource and power, and I got to be healthy to do it. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. Maybe it's just a fantasy. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But I have to prepare myself, my vessel, my mind, my spirit, to determine that. So today you get to ask yourself, you want to see, like, be realistic about where you are with your experience. Like, I can see that I feel like I'm still cleaning up my narratives around scarcity and feeling like I'm enough and feeling like I have enough. I'm still working to shift that. There's something in me that my reality is showing to me that I am holding a code that says I'm not enough. My reality is showing that to me. So I'm embracing myself with self-love and doing the things that actually begin to counteract these ancestral codes of scarcity. And it's as simple as that. And so today is my Friday, so I'm going to do my rituals. I have a lot to do today in service to my own healing and evolution. I have a lot to do in service to my own healing and evolution. And some of that will be journaling, so that I can really get honest on pen and paper with what I'm up to. I have been fasting. I've been eating raw. So my fast has been just fasting with raw foods, which has been really supportive to me. But I actually am going to eat today. I'm going to eat cooked food today. Just to remind my body that it's okay. I don't know where they just dropped me off. Okay. Just taking care of the things that I need to take care of in order to support this transformation that's going on from my own experience. So with that, you all, I am really grateful that we get to be here and do this, the nodal work. The final, with Venus in the final days of being in Pisces, I really think it's important for us to get clear about our value, like what we value, our value system, what the value we bring, understanding our own identity, and then really letting go of things like relationships and patterns and behaviors that don't serve you any longer. Like cleaning up the ways that you have those old patterns. Like, so one of the things that I'm working on cleaning up right now, like I was just telling you, the scarcity piece, but how the scarcity piece shows up in my life. Like like I'm sorry. I had a memory yesterday of my parents used to have fights with one another, physical fights. And my mother was like 5'9". She was like a very tall woman. And my father was like 5'5". And my father used to beat my mother up. Like, and I remember being like, as a child, just remember being so confused, like so confused. Like, you're so much bigger than him, Mom. Why are you letting him do this? It's almost like he had to jump up to hit her. She would have like black eyes and stuff. And she would just cower. She would literally cower to him. And I created a narrative that women were weak from that we were weak and that we didn't have any real power. And that belief system has been running my life because if you believe your mother doesn't have power, you certainly can't have power yourself because you cut the cord in that way. So this is what I'm talking about. Like the ways that we have relationships and things that have influenced us from others that don't serve us. It's time to dissolve it. And this is what Venus in Pisces is with this North Node, so that we can really go. You have to let go of the heavy stuff so that you can really lift off. All right, you all. Thank you in advance for your donations. If you want to donate to my Cash App, it's $ Monique Ruffin. If you want to donate to my Venmo, it's @ Monique Ruffin. PayPal, Monique C. Ruffin, C for cat, Cassandra actually. Monique Cassandra Ruffin @gmail.com. And I appreciate you all. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.